Mukul Roy, the BJP's first import from Mamata Banerjee's Trinamool Congress in West Bengal, returned to his former party on Friday along with son Shubhranshu to a much warmer welcome than he may have expected. The Chief Minister said Mukul has returned home and he was never a traitor like others, she stressed further. She confirmed as the reporters asked that yes, more will come in this regard. As you know, old is always gold. Mukul Roy on the other side told reporters, I feel great at seeing my old colleagues after leaving the BJP. I can't be in the BJP. Nobody will remain in the BJP. He stressed further. He went on to describe the Chief Minister as the only leader of Bengal and India. To the uncomfortable question of his repeated attacks on Mamata Banerjee in past few years, Mr. Roy replied, I have never had any differences with Mamata Banerjee. Coming to his rescue, Mrs. Banerjee told reporters, don't try to create differences.
Actually, he was the vice president of BJP All India Party also. So when he left the party, then it is very clear that he was not willing to continue because the political message is not there. So he is not satisfied to work with them. So he feels that his old party is good and always old is always gold, you know.
Asked about Shubhendu Adhikari, the Chief Minister snapped only those who are sober and those who don't encourage bitterness are welcomed back. She said Mr. Roy joined the BJP because he was threatened by agencies. He is named in the FIR in the Narada bribery case involving allegations of Trinamool leaders accepting bribes on camera. So is Shubhendu Adhikari, who was spared when 4 Trinamool leaders were recently arrested. Sources say Mr. Roy was the first target of Miss Banerjee's operation Return of the Prodigal, as it were. Miss Banerjee had signalled it during the election campaigning when she said at a public rally, Mukul Roy is not as bad as Shubhendu Adhikari. Abhishek Banerjee last week visited Mr. Roy at the hospital where his wife is admitted. The very next day, Prime Minister Narendra Modi reportedly spoke to Mr. Roy on the phone to ask after his wife's health, reflecting the BJP's nervousness in this regard. According to sources, many former Trinamool leaders who followed Mr. Adhikari before the Bengal election want to come back to the Trinamool Congress. The Trinamool sources further said is eager to strike while the iron is hot and break a chunk of the BJP, preferably a bigger one than the selection that left the Trinamool before the election. Bureau Report, Hallabol.